Alright guys, this is Mitch from the Blue Tutorials, and this is part 3 of my series of how to create an all-in-one modding tool. So basically in this tutorial what I'm going to be teaching you is how to add buttons and how to make the buttons actually do stuff. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come over to the left here, and over here is where all the buttons and all the things you can put in your modding tool is kept. So one of the first things you should see is button. Just click on that and then just draw a button. I'm going to draw 3 buttons down the side like this, roughly the same size. There we go. Just try and get them all the same size. Right, so after you've done that, to make these buttons actually do stuff, what you're going to want to do is double click on them, and then this coding screen should come up. Now to get the buttons to go to the file that you want, you're going to want to type in process.start, open bracket, speech marks, close bracket. Now what you're going to want to do now is you're going to want to go to the file which you put all your programs in at the start. This is in part 1, and go to, I'm going to do the Black Ops decryptor file first. Then you want to go to the file that says application, right click on that, go down to properties, click on security, and then here you can get the object name. So if you just copy that like that and paste that into the speech marks in the middle like that. Now to make sure it works, what you're going to want to do is go up to the top, the search bar up the top here, and click on the play button, which is the start debugging tool button. And after you click on that, your tool should pop up like this. Now as you can see, when I made the tool, I made it so that it changes to a cross like that. So now what I'm going to want to do is to see whether button 1 is working, I'm going to click on there, and up comes fast crypt tool, so you know that's working. So now if we X out of that, X out of the debugging, and we're back here. Now to change the name of the button, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on the button, come down to the properties, drag the column bar all the way down to the bottom, and as you can see text is called button 1. I'm going to change that to fast crypt tool. There we go. Right, so for the second one you want to do exactly the same. Process.start, open bracket, speech mark, close brackets. Go to the file with all your programs in. I'm going to have HXD. Go on the application file, go down to properties, security, copy the object name, go back into here, go between the speech marks, paste that in there, and there you go. And change the name of that to HXD. And then finally do the same for the last button. Process start, bracket, speech mark, close bracket. Go in here, go to Notepad++, go on the application file, properties, security, and copy the object name. So there we go. So that is how you use buttons. Nextly, what I'm going to show you is how to do a message box. Now what I'm going to have this do is, so what I'm going to get when somebody double clicks on one of these buttons, I want a box to come up saying successfully loaded or something along those lines. So I'm going to double click on here again. I'm going to go to the end of this, enter again, and you're going to want to type in MSG box, open brackets, speech marks, close brackets. Now in here I'm going to type what I want it to do when I click on the button. So I'm going to make it say congratulations. So just to check that's all working, I'm going to start debugging it again. Go down to Notepad, and when I click on it, up comes the pop-up saying congratulations. So yeah, what I am going to do now is I'm going to put another button in up here, but with this button I'm going to change the name of it to My YouTube, and now I'm going to teach you how to put a link in this. So make it so when you click on it, it goes to a link on the internet. So again, you're going to want to type in process start, open brackets, speech marks, close brackets. Now you're going to want to get the link to this your YouTube is. Here's mine. You're going to want the whole link with the HTTP bit in and everything. Copy that, minimize that, and paste that in there. And also I'm going to make a message box with this, and I'm going to get it to say subscribe. So now what it should do is when you click on it, it should take you to the link and put up a pop-up box saying subscribe. So let's try it. Let's start debugging. Click on My YouTube. Up comes the pop-up saying subscribe, and also up comes My YouTube, but it's slow, so there we go. So yeah guys, there is the end of part 3. In part 4 I'll be showing you how to add more features to your modding tool. So please stay tuned and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.